Probably the most troubling thing about Elder Oaks' fireside last week is a letter that was read out, and I'm going to share it with you right now.
I just received a valuable letter from a 16-year-old girl who lives in a state where we have few members. I will call her Amy. Her letter is important because she expresses feelings that are common in young people all across the church. Amy's lengthy letter includes these portions. I've asked one of your peers to read her words.
I feel like I sometimes get inconsistent and confusing messages from the church. In my day-to-day life, I see members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints on social media act as if they aren't part of this gospel. I feel like I'm the only young woman in my ward who sees the things I see wrong with the world. I truly don't understand why so many youth in our church don't see any problem with people changing their gender every other day, dating people who are the same sex or identify as no gender. At ward or stake youth activities, I am asked my pronouns, or at school, I am asked to dance with a girl who thinks she is a boy. I know we are supposed to love everyone and show them respect, and I always do. I just feel that there is a line being crossed. I wish we heard more talk from church leaders about this problem.
This is a letter from a young woman who is about the age of the high school seniors in this audience. Why does her letter strike me so profoundly? She wants to do what is right, but she feels surrounded by values and behaviors she feels to be wrong, and she just doesn't know what to do about it. She wants to stand for truth, but she doesn't know how to do it with love.
So firstly, how would you have responded to Amy? And secondly, this is how I would have responded to Amy.
Dear Amy, thank you for reaching out. I want to break down your letter in parts so that I can answer it more easily. Your first statement is very understandable. Messages from church leaders have been confusing over the years. It's hard when one prophet tells us how gender began just before birth, and another prophet tells us that gender will end at death. It is heartbreaking how Mormon church leaders have taught about LGBTQ+ individuals. It is devastating how much the Mormon church has pushed against gay marriage and the rights of transgender individuals. These are human beings with emotions, experiences, and a desire to live how they truly feel. They do not deserve our judgment, hate, or the overall cruelty that the world is currently showing them. The world is trying to make them the enemy when they are simply trying to live authentically. Your second sentence is somewhat confusing. You say you see people in the church act as if they are not part of the gospel. However, the gospel of Jesus Christ teaches us to love. In fact, Jesus in the New Testament taught that we should love unconditionally. His teachings and example encourage us to support our transgender and LGBTQ+ loved ones, attend their weddings, invite them to supper, etc. Yet the gospel of Elder Oaks teaches us that we should not let our gay children visit our homes with their same-gender partner. These are two conflicting messages that are sometimes very hard to navigate. Amy, it is a sign of respect when someone asks you what your pronouns are. They want to support you by referring to you as you wish to be referred. When I read your letter, I ached for you and the struggle you must be feeling. At the same time, I felt proud of those school functions that you attend, specifically at dances, where you are encouraged to treat transgender individuals with respect. Dancing with a girl who identifies as a boy is a great act of respect. Remember, the option to politely say no is always on the table. While it may feel confusing to think that people are changing their gender every other day and dating people of the same gender, these are our brothers and sisters. Heavenly Father loves them all. What these individuals need is your love and your support. Amy, I encourage you to learn more about gender. Learn about how society has sculpted our idea of gender. Additionally, I encourage you to learn more about intersex individuals. This may help you to understand that there are thousands of people who are born with perfectly healthy bodies that are a blend of XX and XY chromosomes. I am so grateful that you treat everyone with respect. The reason you have not heard more about these issues from church leaders is complicated. I imagine that much of it has to do with the church's public relations department and not wanting to be flagged for hate speech. You can see how this would reflect negatively on people wanting to be associated with the church. In fact, this fireside with Elder Oaks is one of the rare times that the topic of gender dysphoria has been broadcasted over a pulpit by church leaders. Even the booklet that Elder Oaks promotes, For the Strength of Youth, is completely silent on the matter of gender and gender dysphoria. Amy, in my opinion, it is always safer to err on the side of love. You will do more to save an individual when you accept them as they authentically are. No one, ourselves included, can feel unconditionally loved unless we are authentic about who we are.